What's going on, people? I just want to share a dream I had on last night. Now, lately, I've been saying how my dreams have been really different, and it appears that I've been traveling. I always get that feeling that I've traveled. There's a difference between when I'm dreaming versus when I'm having a vision versus when I feel like I'm actually traveling and leaving this plane of existence, right? So last night, I had this vision. I don't even know if I should call this a vision or dream, but I was taken by some angels. And I don't know in this vision if I passed away, because in the vision I felt like I died or passed away. And me and these angels were we were just sitting out in the universe. Okay, I'm not gonna say we were on a planet or anything, but these huge angels with wings. Now, the angels weren't. You know how people say they saw an angel and it was radiant, it was white, and it was beaming, blinding light. Well, these angels were all black, not in a racial sense of black. Okay, because they call the so-called black Americans black, and you see my complexion is more brown. Okay, but these angels were black as sackcloth. I mean, the wings were black. I mean, the bodies were black. They were completely black. And they were more like a radiant type of blackness. And they also had like light shining on them or a part of them. You could see parts of their body was light. But they were very radiant. And we were sitting out in the universe. And these angels were talking to me. And they were telling me about the vault of God, and where God keep all of his precious stones, gold. You know, in the book of Revelation, where it explains the city, like this, where the streets are paved with gold and different jewels and things of that nature. Well, it was telling me about the vault of God. And I said to the angel, I'm like, show it to me. Take me there. I want to see the vault of God. And they told me they couldn't take me. But then all of a sudden these angels started traveling upward. And when they took off, I felt myself taking off like I was flying, but I wasn't doing the flying. They were carrying me, all right? Although I didn't really feel no hands. But they were carrying me, and we were flying at the speed of sound, at the speed of light. And I'm thinking in my mind that they're taking me to show me this vault of God. And the higher up we got, the more I start seeing Earth start appearing. Well, once we landed on Earth, we were in the back of this, what appeared to be a tractor trailer. And in this tractor trailer were bullions of gold. And I saw like it was wrapped in plastic, and I saw a Chase, like for Chase Bank, I saw a Chase label on it. And the angel said to me, he said that the gold belonged to a young boy that inherited that, but he passed away. And we were there to take that gold back. So I'm not sure if that's referring to the physical gold or more of a like grace or favor, to the point where this young boy was wealthy. But the angel said that we were there to take that gold back. It was a tractor trailer full of gold, bullions of gold. And he said we were there to take that gold back. And so I was kind of like afraid that, because I knew I had passed on, but I was afraid, not really so much as afraid, but I was concerned that somebody was going to recognize me, because of course they thought I was dead. But the angel said to me, he said, you can come back and forth as much as you want, anytime you want. He said, and you can come back in any form you want. He said, if you're content with your physical form or the physical form that I was, he said, I can do that as well. You know, like the younger version of myself. He said, you can always come back in any form that you choose to, right? And I saw this little girl on the side of this building, and she was drawing, but yet she was crying. She was very sorrowful. But in the dream, although it wasn't my granddaughter, I felt it was my granddaughter because I passed away and she was still breathing over me. And I said to her, I said, what's the matter, boo-boo? I said, everything is going to be okay, because that's what I call my little granddaughter, boo-boo. I said, what's the matter, boo-boo? I said, everything is going to be okay, right? And the little girl, and then the angel said to me, he says, I still see that you are attached to your family life here. Now, keep in mind, from the time I was in the universe with these angels to the time that I was back on earth, time had passed. It was like time had just, I can't even explain it. It's like years have went by, right? Had already went by before I was able to come back to the earth, but it didn't appear that time had went by so fast. So one moment I'm up in the universe with these angels, and they were like huge, man. These were big angels. And I was like surrounded by them. And when we were out in the universe, they were just telling me different things and about the vault of God. And I'm like, take me there. I want to see it. And they said, well, we can't take you there. So we standing there just looking out in the universe. And it was before, and I'm going to say that the location, I was between the heaven, what we know as heaven and earth. I was just somewhere out in the universe. And I'm like, take me there. They said, well, we can't take you there. And all of a sudden it's like they took off and I was with them. And I saw like the earth starting to come back, and we were back on earth, which brought another thought to mind, was that what appeared to be going up, you know, because I was thinking that being that we was in the universe, I was supposed to go down, I guess, wherever the planet was, but it was taking me up. So we ended up back on earth, and the angel told me, it said, you can come back and forth anytime you want, in any form that you want. You know, if you want to come back as yourself, as you were when you existed on earth, you can. But you can come back anytime you want, back and forth on the earth. And it was just in the blink of a light that we were traveling. So I just thought that was quite interesting. But these angels, although they were completely black, it was almost like they were camouflage with the night. But yet you can see the radiance of them, right? And being that they were black and radiant, they weren't unholy. I felt comfortable. So when I woke up about 5 this morning, and I was trying my hardest to go back into that vision, man. I did not want to leave, man. It was just not, it was nice. It was so peaceful. It was so nice. It was real cool hanging out with these angels, man, and they were just taking me wherever I need to go. And I also sensed too in that vision, when I was traveling with these angels, it was as if I was still in the process of learning how to travel by myself with them, you know, because they were able to fly. They had wings. I don't know if I had wings or not. I didn't see no wings, but you know, I wasn't able to fly on my own, and they were taking me wherever, you know, they wanted me to go or wherever I need to go. But I just felt that to be quite interesting. I dreamt of these angels, and it was as if I passed away. And when we came back to earth, and when we came back, years have already passed, but it just did not feel like it was that long. It was like I passed away, I was with these angels, and then we came back to the earth. But it didn't seem like that much time passed. And when I came back, I was on the back of this tractor trailer with just blocks of gold, just bullions of gold. And I saw a Chase label on it. And the angel said to me that it belonged to a young boy a child that passed away, and we came to get that and take it back. So I don't know if taking that back represented, again, like I said, grace or God's favor, but we were taking it back. And maybe that has a lot to do with when they were telling me about the vault of God that contains all of the precious stones and jewels and gold and stuff like that. So feedback, tell me what you think about that, man, because that was different. That was quite different. And it's funny because even now I still feel the effects of that, of being out in the universe. It's as if I can reach out right now and touch them. I can feel it. I can sense them right now. So feedback, tell me what you think. Till next time. I'm fearless.